Well, today guys, we got our new seat cushion for our driver's seat on our second gen Dodge here. And then we got from leatherseats.com our leather seat kit for our front leather seats. It's black leather with red stitching on the sides. I didn't go for the Dodge emblem in the middle. They wanted an extra $100 a seat for that. And I'm like, oh, that's okay. Just to have new, nice seats in this truck would be awesome. I mean, it's a factory stuff from 2001 and
so tore up.
I mean, it's 2017, guys. It's kind of crazy. So, but that's the start of us converting the interior to black. After we do this, I think the first thing we're gonna do is black suede the headliner. I think it'd be pretty dope. But let's get these open. Go for it, Brandon.
Do not
I think this
open.
one's a seat cushion.
Sweet.
You just be careful.
Don't use sharp objects. I'll get out my spoon. Forgot both sides of this were sharp until I put my fingers on it.
Oh, cool. They got
Nice.
a cool thing right here.
Oh, that's gonna be so much better.
All right, check it out. We got this from Richmond Upholstery in Texas. Got our new hog rings here. We don't have hog ring pliers, but us boys are good at using tools for not what they're meant to anyways, so. Let's see what it looks like.
It's so nice.
Now look at that. That's 100 times better than the factory one. I mean, ours is so worn out. All right, so there's the cushion. Get that out of here. Well, this one's the box I'm excited to get open. Real careful with this one. It'd be so terrible to cut the leather open.
I just run.
Somebody did. That's why they have that label on there. Don't cut with sharp objects. I'll just tear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that wasn't hard.
Oh really? Yeah, just tear that part. Much safer. Oh man, it's so cool. All right, so that's the base.
Wow, wow, wow.
And then here's your back piece.
That stitching's
It's
nice.
awesome. Even got the back pockets on it.
Nice little clampy things. Has pockets on it?
On the back side.
What? That's cool. I didn't expect that.
All right, well, we're gonna get into the truck here, pull out the seats, and we can get started. Gust of wind.
Good timing.
All right. Suicide door. I love that about my second gen. And yeah, me and Brandon have our sunglasses on. I got my heat waves, reppin'. He's got his off-brand ones. He doesn't wear his ocean plastic ones outside the garage. Like, I'm not gonna break those. But we can't see out here, okay? We spend all winter in the garage and the sun comes out and our eyes are too light to be able to see. It's terrible. Excuses, whatever. But check this out. So now our center console's busted. So we'll probably have to replace that or see if we can fiberglass that. Who knows? Probably gonna have to just replace it. And then we just gotta get these seats on out of here and we can get started stripping them. Well, let's get moving. I need to quit filming and get back to work, or get started. Now, one of the first things we have to do here to get these out, we actually gotta take the sides of this off. I don't need to do this to take the seats out. I'm just taking this off while Brandon's unbolting that seat. So we're ready for the leather on this side. All right. We got this one. All we got to do is unbolt the 4 bolts here at the bottom, and then I think we take these out, and then the center console comes out because they're overlapped over the center console feet. Now that I got those little trim pieces off of the sides, Brandon got the driver's side unbolted. Now he's over here unbolting these passenger side bolts here. And then we should be able to lift the seats out after that. There were a bunch of bolts sitting down here underneath the center console. You know, it's technically a seat, so it's really got to be pretty secure. Me and Brandon were talking though, we might convert to like a 4th generation Dodge center console. Bodywork it into the dashboard, maybe. I don't know, but we're talking about it. We'll see. But now that he's got that unbolted, he can finally take these seats out.
Oh, step. Sorry.
Just put it right here on the ground, Brandon.
Sounds good.
Poor guy. He's like, trying to crouch though.
You leave your wheelbarrow like that and they don't rest down. And,
You like that one?
yeah, I love that.
The scorpion buckle came undone.
That was not consensual.
All right, bros. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this seat here. We're gonna undo the belt buckle off of it, the back holder arm bar thingy, and then we're gonna go ahead and take the bottom cover off, the top cover off, and put the new ones on. We gonna get in trouble for that?
No.
That's a switch knife? I don't know.
This one's legal. It's not an actual switchblade, it's an assisted. Because you gotta hit the actual mechanism that's on the blade of the knife. A switchblade just has like a separate little button, like if you hit that and it popped out, that'd be a switchblade.
Oh.
But this one's legal.
Cool.
You can actually own switchblades in Washington State. You just can't have them like
Out.
in Olympia. Yeah.
Like when there's like if you have it at your house or something, that's one thing.
Yeah, and they're illegal in like downtown Olympia and places like that for obvious reasons, but I mean, in general, you can own them. In Nevada, you can't. They're illegal in Nevada. Yep. Oh, that's what's getting us. Which is weird because you can buy a machine gun and a tank and anything else you want to buy in Nevada.
You know what that I bet it's an old law from gambling days.
It probably
From
is.
the 60s.
Probably 1800s.
Yeah, I was about to say. Some of our oldest states. One of our oldest states.
Yeah, it was made of states to get Abraham Lincoln elected.
Oh damn, you're smart.
And I'd learned that in
ceased
history
from learning.
class.
So, retaining the information's just as hard as learning it.
That's a good point.
Having memory like an elephant, a lot of people don't have that trait.
It's like a goldfish too. My short-term memory, is bad.
Yeah. I'm like, what was I? Why did I pull out my cell phone?
Right. What was I doing 3 seconds ago? You're out of here.
All right, now that we won that fight with the bottom cushion, we're ready to go ahead and peel off the back seat piece.
All right, so underneath this bit on the back, this little retainer thing, kind of like an aftermarket seat cover. That bit went underneath that seam and clipped into it. And really, it looks like that's it. Now I just gotta wrestle the damn thing off there. That explains a lot. Alright, you
Should be able to twist them with those.
there.
Yeah. Don't hurt your fingers.
Oh, they're loose.
Because
Get 'em out of there.
gravity is a relatively weak force, but we're super weak, so we perceive it as a strong force.
Yes, indeed.
That whole something times squared dealio. Something. Can't even remember what you said. You said
No,
something.
You nailed every bit that I remember saying.
I like this factory tape. Really. Well, there you go. That's how you get the leather off. So now to installing the leatherseats.com interior leather cover.
That is on that side. I'm assuming that's for where the seatbelt is. No, it should be. What?
So actually, what Brandon's going to do, kind of how the bottom piece was a little tougher to get off than the back piece, he's going to go ahead and put that bottom piece on first real quick. We're just figuring out if there's a left or right. We're pretty sure they're the same, but we're just figuring it out here.
Alright, guess that goes over that.
So yeah, you guys get it. We got to stretch it on there, peel those little plastic feet around the little sheet metal pieces that hold it on all four corners. Then put the top piece on there, stretch that on and forward. So I'm going to put you guys in the time lapse. We'll get this busted out. All right, so after a little bit of a struggle stretching that lower seat cover on, looks really good. Check it out.
Sorry, still doing a little finessing.
It's just super nice. On to the next one. All right, bros, we got that one done. Was a little bit of a struggle, but it's on there. Brandon got the back piece all hog ringed down, and then the front piece, we're gonna probably do that tomorrow. We'll just peel them up, hog ring them. But now that this one's done, we're ready to go ahead and move on to the driver's seat. Look how nice this seat is, though. Red stitching is going to look so cool with that red paint. All right, guys, that's kind of how far we got to today. We got the passenger seat all, the unupholstered, reupholstered, took off the bottom piece, stretched that on there real good thanks to this guy. Big boost skills here. And then he stretched the top one on. We still got to get a black seat belt for it. I didn't think about that, but I'll order some of those up. And the plastic panels that go on the sides of the seat. And then we're going to continue working on the driver's seat tomorrow because it's just closing time for us. It's that simple. So we're going to kind of close up garage here, clean up, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow.
I have no idea what they actually say. God, it's so bright. But that's good, because I'm working on the seats. Again, it is morning time. Getting this Dodge all prettied up. Even with the tan, that still looks a million times better. Look at that. A few spots I still gotta work out. The sun will help me with that. Need to plug it in. Yeah, no, I dig it, honestly. I was skeptical, but I like it. Let's get started on these other ones. This fit's fun. Really not looking forward to doing the little rings attached to that. So, on that passenger seat, when I did the rings in the middle bit, right there, I attached them through this seam, through the pieces of synthetic leather. And it pulled it down nice and tight, and I thought that's where you're supposed to because it's super strong. I thought this was just kind of random because, I mean, this is like 100 micron bag material. So it's kind of strange, but apparently this is what they actually want you to run the rings through, which is good because it'll be a lot easier to stab them through there and run into there. So when you're doing yours, do that. Pulled it a little too tight on the top. It's stressing it a bit. I mean, it sits in there really good, but it's stressing it out a little. So that might be something I address in the future. See how it goes. But yeah, use this bit. I gotta say, Monster towards the end of the day, not a great idea. I didn't fall asleep till 4 o'clock last night. Or this morning, I guess. So waking up was a little hard. But forgot where I was going with that. It's gone. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see what we got. I approve this seat. I mean, I'm sideways right now because it's on the ground and the mounts aren't quite right. But, well, aren't right for the ground. They're fine for a Dodge. No, it's nice. It's comfy. I'll be centered and level when I'm driving the truck. I won't have to have that weird squishy pad under my butt. Yeah, I approve. Next up, I'm going to vacuum the Dodge where the seat goes, that way, Jesus, we don't put a nice seat on top of a bunch of junk, garbage and dirt and all that stuff. Good thing I kind of know where I'm going by steps. All that, look at that. Hey, a quarter. Hey, holy crap, a bunch of quarters. I could make a living out of this truck. Another thing I'm going to try to do is see these doors Down there is not bad. I mean, it's sticking out a little bit, so I'll probably adjust the latch too, but the top is sticking out a good bit more than the rest of the door. Yeah, it doesn't seal well at all. So I'm gonna adjust the hinges, get that pulled in. The other side, bolt is even worse. Look at that. It's like over 1/8 of an inch, 3/16 maybe. And the bottom is almost fine. So I'll get that squared away, get that taken care of. It's pretty nasty. I'm gonna get some interior cleaner and scrub it and then vacuum all that out. It needs it. Right now, I'm gonna try to do the hinges. Alright, I tweaked it as much as I could, which wasn't much, honestly. But this lines up a lot better. This lines up pretty well. This is still off a bit. So, we're gonna do a thing. This truck's too tall. This is a proven auto body technique. Or you put a hammer in the door and then you shove on this. It actually made a little bit of a difference. It's a lot better. Squeeze. I thought that would help. It didn't. It's better.
All right, well, Brandon struggled with that for a little while, but you know, he's got the seat in now. He's got it all cleaned up. He's got the door adjusted. He's got to do a little more adjusting on it, but he made it a lot better. I mean, his body shop experience with adjusting doors is, bar none, pretty awesome to have around, I tell you what. So, next what he's got to do is take these seatbelt pieces here and strategically poke holes with a box cutter. But we got this. Hey guys, back working on the Dodge leatherseats.com seat cover kit thing on the Dodge here. We kind of left off the other day on getting the driver's side seat cover on, and now we're on back to the center console. We want to see if it's a little bit bent is why it's leaning down, so we're going to take those pieces off and make sure that the bracketry is not bent a little bit or anything like that is why it sits like that. And then we're going to take the lid off of it, take the other piece off, and go ahead and stretch our new covers on the console. So let's get started. There's so much change in this thing, it's ridiculous.
Is it
All right.
stapled to the plastic?
So yeah, so this is pneumatically stapled on. So this is officially where we got to take this over to the upholstery guy. So we're going to go ahead and button up here, and we'll go ahead and move on to getting those seatbelt rollers on the Dodge, getting those mounted in the seats, and then we can run this over to the upholstery guy. Alright guys, what we got to do to pretty much finish this is take this roller here. You got to strategically poke the holes in the leather for it. Kind of stressful, but me and Brandon got this. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. So Brandon's kind of using feels. He's getting it.
right in the feels. Right. Let's go right there. That should do it just fine.
Je me souviens de vous.
There you go, bros. Another day at Cougar House Garage elapsed. Today, Brandon and I installed our leatherseats.com seat cover kit in our second generation 2001 Dodge Cummins pickup. We're starting to convert our interior from tan to black. So this is kind of our first start. We ordered up our kit from leatherseats.com. They were super cool, super quick, super awesome customer service. I let them know what I wanted. I wanted, the black leather kit, full black with the red stitching, and they got it out to me within a week. So I would suggest them to anybody that's trying to do a leather kit in their Ford, Dodge, or Chevrolet, Tacoma, Toyota for that instance. So I'd hit them up, guys. They're pretty awesome. I mean, check out their website. That was pretty fun. It was a little tough stretching it on, but it was nothing that Brandon and I couldn't handle. He just manned this and took care of it. Like, it wasn't a big deal. We got to take the center console over to an upholstery guy and have him put the lid on it, stretch the lid, and then the other piece, because it's got to be pneumatically stapled. That's what the guys said at leatherseats.com. They said usually we send these kits out to an upholstery shop and they put it on for someone, but I said, yeah, we'll do it ourselves. And he's like, yeah, just go ahead and take your console, take that up to an upholstery guy and have him do that, and then you guys should be all set for that. So that's all we got to do next. But as far as doing it and putting it on, I mean, it was relatively easy. We got a new seat foam for the driver's seat as well. And yeah, it was pretty straightforward. We got it all done and put together. So the next part we're going to do on the Dodge as far as the black interior conversion is probably suede the headliner black. So when we're at the upholstery shop talking to the guy about the console, we're going to ask him about that and see how much that costs too. So we'll see from there. Well, thanks for watching today, guys. Thanks for being here as always. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. And if you guys want to see more of cougarhousegarage.com, check us out at Facebook/cougarhousegarage. Check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. And check us out on Instagram. We are Cougar House Garage. Follow us, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.